Arsenal transfer decided as new goalkeeper stance emerges ahead of deadline day. Arsenal and Mikel Arteta have enjoyed a good start to the new season and may now look to strengthen further in the final few days of the summer transfer window. Arsenal have made an impressive start to the new Premier League campaign as they chase a first top-flight title since 2004. The Gunners have earned comfortable wins over Wolves and Aston Villa, with their victory over Unai Emery's team underlying their title credentials. Arsenal are next in action on Saturday with a tough test against Brighton, who have also won both of their opening fixtures impressively. Mikel Arteta's side have just a few days left to strengthen their squad this summer, with the transfer window closing on Friday at 11 p.m. Below is a look at some of the latest media reports from around the Emirates Stadium. Transfer decision Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio has claimed that Nico Williams will remain at Athletic Bilbao. The Spain international was linked with a move to the Gunners and Chelsea, among others, but he now looks set to stay put in Spain. Nico Williams, he will stay at Bilbao, Di Marzio told apuestasdeportivas.es. Barcelona this summer, they had to decide if they get Dani Olmo or Nico Williams. Nico Williams was supposed to leave. Chelsea wanted him a lot, and Maresca put him at the head of his list of wingers, but then he got Pedro Neto. As the transfer window drew closer to its deadline, Arsenal found themselves at a critical juncture in their squad planning. The North London club had been active throughout the summer, bringing in new faces and reinforcing key areas. But one position that had drawn considerable attention from fans and pundits alike was the goalkeeping department. Aaron Ramsdale, who had established himself as Arsenal's first-choice goalkeeper, had a strong previous season, showcasing his shot-stopping abilities and contributing to Arsenal's defensive stability. His performances had earned him the trust of Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff, but that didn't stop the speculation surrounding the club's potential interest in bolstering their goalkeeping options. Reports had suggested that Arsenal were keeping an eye on the market, with a few names being floated as potential competition or backups for Ramsdale. Among the rumored targets was Brentford's David Raya, who had been one of the standout keepers in the Premier League. Raya's excellent distribution and shot-stopping abilities made him a desirable target, and many believed he could push Ramsdale for the number one spot. Despite the rumors, Arsenal's approach to the goalkeeping situation remained measured. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar had a clear plan. They were keen not to disrupt the harmony within the squad, especially in such a crucial position. Ramsdale had earned the confidence of his teammates, and bringing in a new face might have complicated the dynamics. As the transfer window wore on, Arsenal's stance on goalkeepers started to crystallize. It became apparent that the club was not willing to splurge on another top-tier goalkeeper when they had other pressing needs in the squad. Instead, they focused on addressing areas like midfield and defense, where they felt improvements were more urgent. This decision was influenced by several factors. Firstly, Ramsdale's form made it difficult to justify splashing out on another high-profile goalkeeper. Secondly, the club had already invested significantly in other areas, and their transfer budget was not unlimited. Lastly, the goalkeeping department had depth, with backups like Matt Turner available who could step in if necessary. Despite the rumors, Arsenal's approach to the goalkeeping situation remained measured. Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar had a clear plan. They were keen not to disrupt the harmony within the squad, especially in such a crucial position. Ramsdale had earned the confidence of his teammates, and bringing in a new face might have complicated the dynamics. As the transfer window wore on, Arsenal's stance on goalkeepers started to crystallize. It became apparent that the club was not willing to splurge on another top-tier goalkeeper when they had other pressing needs in the squad. Instead, they focused on addressing areas like midfield and defense, where they felt improvements were more urgent. This decision was influenced by several factors. Firstly, Ramsdale's form made it difficult to justify splashing out on another high-profile goalkeeper. Secondly, the club had already invested significantly in other areas, and their transfer budget was not unlimited. Lastly, the goalkeeping department had depth, with backups like Matt Turner available, who could step in if necessary. Despite this, fans remained on edge as deadline day approached. Arsenal had been known for pulling off last-minute deals, and many wondered if they might surprise everyone with a late move for a goalkeeper. The tension was palpable, especially as rival clubs were also making moves in the market. However, on the eve of deadline day, it became clear that Arsenal's focus had shifted away from goalkeepers. The club's priority was now on finalizing deals for outfield players who could add creativity and defensive solidity. Arsenal's hierarchy felt that strengthening in these areas would better position the team for a successful season. Mikel Arteta addressed the media, expressing his satisfaction with the squad's balance. When asked about the goalkeeper situation, he was unequivocal in his support for Ramsdale. Arteta emphasized that Ramsdale was the club's number one, and that he had complete faith in the 25-year-old to handle the pressures of the Premier League and European competitions. As the clock ticked down on deadline day, Arsenal fans began to accept that their goalkeeping lineup was set for the season. The focus shifted to other transfer activities, with the club working diligently behind the scenes to complete any last-minute deals that would enhance their squad. In the end, Arsenal's decision not to pursue a new goalkeeper turned out to be a calculated one. By retaining their faith in Ramsdale and focusing on other key areas, the club demonstrated a clear vision for the future. The transfer window closed with Arsenal having addressed their needs without unnecessary disruption to the team's balance, leaving fans hopeful for the challenges ahead. As the new season unfolded, Aaron Ramsdale continued to justify the club's decision with a string of strong performances. His assured presence between the posts helped Arsenal maintain a solid defensive record, and the team's overall cohesion improved. While the transfer window had its twists and turns, Arsenal's carefully considered approach paid off as they set their sights on a successful campaign.